Hello, everybody. Today we are looking at World Hub 3, which is the second planet in the habitable zone of a star system, Skrull, which means it can be called Skrull 2 if you are in the. My brain is being stupid right now. Never mind about what I was saying. And it is the third world that the Creeper Kingdom found that had multiple intelligent species in the galactic year 178 BE, and they decided to put two small colonies and have them grow on their own with their own technology as a test of survival. The biomap without rivers, John Shorn from Massive Earthquake explaining the world in two, which basically would suck all the ships into the depths. Ice, grassland, forests, deserts. Anyway. The following species are Homo secreti, Noli monomius, Ericus africanus. You definitely know what that one is. And the Creeper Kingdom landed two small colonies that are just called Kree-ish. Like the Creeper Kingdom people are called Kree-ish as an entire species. As you can see, here is this one, this one, this one, this one, and then randomly this one. As you can see, the massive trench with lots of islands that make it look like an archipelago, because it is technically an archipelago, but that's the entire planet. And just randomly this small set over here that's just completely cut off from the rest of the world. Anyways, the species are only in tribes, and it can be possible that when they develop countries, they might follow a history similar to our own. Dr. Coney, July 7th, 178 BE. The Creeper Kingdom colonies are developing different cultures as everyone is in tribes, and the tribes are slowly expanding to accommodate more people. The first villages are founded, which are also technically also the first capitals. In that one, the Mimicus Africanus, and that one. The first countries are founded: the Mimic Kingdom, Creeper Republic, Creeper Empire, Nasotia, and Indere. While the Mimic... What? Yes! While the Mimic Kingdom is an absolute monarchy, some flee across the river to escape. Which is why there's now two colors. One regular color. Why is that like that? And one dark color. The first overseas towns are built, specifically right here and here. The Mimic Kingdom and Nasotia find out about each other's existence, but since they don't understand each other's languages, they leave each other alone. Look, it goes from 170 to 150, which is why it goes from a huge explosion. Due to a satellite malfunction, 2 decades pass before they can get up and running to see the place. The new country of Mytosun informs, and some of the mimics ended up across the sea. Yeah, not much is going to happen for these guys for a while. Domestic trade routes are set up, leading to more centralized control, and the first army is made in Endere, angering the south of Endere. Civil war breaks out between Endere and the rebels who want to have a monarchy, getting some Minutemen. Endere is now in a full-on civil war. That is not affecting some of their holdings because it takes a while for messages to get place to place. January, I'll be using months during war periods. The local government on the middle of a southernmost island. This gives the air. Here. And via the sea to avoid capture. The Battle of Elza River here was a rebel victory, causing the Endere army to run. Endere deaths 72. Rebel deaths 26. Total deaths 98. A huge amount for time. The people in the capital are evacuated along with a quarter of the army as the battle is near for the capital. The siege of the capital Endre begins as the army is surrounded in the capital with only a couple hundred people who didn't get out in time. The island of Escap, that one, declares independence, forming the Escapian Republic. The people in the capital Endre are starting to starve. The capital of Endre finally being captured, Endre finally surrenders. The peace deal is extremely harsh, where only the places not touched by the rebels are kept by Endre, and they were forced to disband their army. But how are they going to enforce that? The population of the undiscovered continent, Mimic population has exploded, and discontent is festering. The Mimic tribe collapses and forced to retreat to the coastal tundra. While the SPL, Standard Planetary Language, is made up between the Creeper Empire, Escapian Republic, and Endre, along with trade routes connecting them. SPL is a mix of the Creepish and Edarian language, and the population boom happens all over. As the trade routes are expanded, a friendly rivalry starts to happen between the Creeper Empire and Endre. The SPL husbands. The additional notice has been spreading by decades. The SPL has been spreading across the regions. Language map. As it turns out, some of writings in a couple books with Enderish sailors landed on the Creeper Republic's continent. The origins map. And have a huge transition for the rest of us. Look, it goes from 120 to 20. Just like all those years ago, the satellite was hit by a meteor and malfunctioned. But it's taken a century to fix it, and this time they have 5 satellites. So if even one goes down, they still can see it. Language map, as you can see from before, most languages have completely died out. Except there's that one that's now been replaced, which has basically been kicked out of a continent, and yeah. The westernmost continent is full of dangerous animals, and that is how the tribes have limited populations. Why does it say but the Creeper Empire? I figured out what I was gonna put there. Oh wait, no, it was but the Creeper Empire has discovered it. While the discovery raised a few heads, no one was really interested except the Edere Empire. No, not Edere Empire. Edere Kingdom, the monarchy rebels, led by the King Johann V. Johann. Right. Larry! Hello, everybody. Sorry for the little pause. I know it's like instantaneously. As you can see, Larry is clearly in the room. Larry!
Stick. Why is soup such a fun word to say?
Larry?
Soup.
This is why I removed your voice from the Ovwas video.
Ah! How rude. So I actually did good on that.
The first war of colonization starts, and it's between...
Tell them why you removed my voice. Give them a reason, Joey.
No.
Give them the reason!
Larry?
I just like to know the reason.
Because you didn't fit the vibe, and after uploading it, I realized, wait a minute. There isn't supposed to be voices. So my brain was just being stupid. Actually,
why are you?
The first war of colonization starts, and it was between the Edrei Kingdom won the war.
Truly, whenever I recorded that, I messed up my voice.
Look,
in order to do that.
There's the start of and they won the war. The Creeper Republic buys a bit of land from the tribe, and disease starts to run rampant through the continent brought from Edrei settlers. Don't worry, this isn't a repeat of history. Okay, this is a repeat of history. Larry!
Joey, you should be happy.
Just let me record! Here is the land that was bought. The disease killed hundreds, if not thousands, of natives, leading leading to territories with having no people, and the easternmost countries jumped on the chance for more land. Only the Escapian Republic did not colonize. Larry? As you can see, the reason why is that they're still exploring the tundra. Showing regions now. Yep, that's where the regional lines are cut up. Larry, please just let me record in peace. Tension starts to rise between Mito-san and Nasotia, between the border regions. Because of this, Nasotia forms the first alliance with Endere. Also, the Creeper Republic bought more land. The Creeper Republic isn't like this one, who expands through conquest. They expand through purchase. Capitalism! January. After allying with the Mimic Kingdom, Mito-san declares war, and a couple Mimic tribes ally with Mito-san to get rid of the Endere influence on the continent. Because, look over here. There's Endere, and I don't know why I said a couple, it should be one. Mito-san makes the first offensive, while Endere has to deal with a colony and send troops. The Mimic tribe's population is now covered, and due to the strategy of Endere troops, that front is lost, and the Mimic Kingdom launches an offensive. Nasotia launches their first offensive.
Hello, people.
Larry, stop.
I'm just saying hello.
Yeah, but you put your face in front of a screen. The Endere troops are now arriving to help. Rebellion occurs in the Shani. What?
You can't even pronounce the things you made?
No, the slide glitched.
Oh.
Rebellion occurs in the Shani province, and the Mimic Kingdom is split into two. See? Split into two. Also, keeping an eye on this spot. That is going to be a very, very much disputed spot later.
Wait, where did it hit you?
Right on the nose.
It hit you right
The
here
Creeper
on the
Republic
nose.
is sending supplies to the rebels in exchange for the rebels not telling anybody about the Creeper Republic, because they like to not being known that they exist for some reason. Nasotia launches a massive counteroffensive, and the rebels are doing exceptionally well. And the province of Nyatro is close to surrendering. Nyatro. As their army was defeated in the Battle of Nanio. The city, Nanio.
Is it a city?
November, the province of Nanio. Okay, I just put those backwards. Nanio surrenders.
Brother.
The cold has stopped all tundra offensives, and they are focusing on warmer climates. Because as you can see, it's December. The province of Genotia joins the Shani Revolution. I'd forgotten to draw the river. Oh yeah, because I had to replace the river to allow for that. Don't touch me. The provinces declare independence as the Shah-Gino Republic. It's like a commonwealth, like the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, but Shah-Gino. Shani-Genotia. And Indere has had multiple fronts opening by landing troops as it is warmer. The first river crossings in war makes the Mimic Kingdom consider peace. As you can see, they are here now, across the river. Okay, that worked. Due to a total collapse of a front line, the Mimic Kingdom and Mito-san declare peace. And it is light on the Mimic Kingdom, but harsh is an understatement from Mito-san. Because look, this territory used to be entirely theirs. Now, it's between them, and these two provinces have grown. Shani, Genotia. The Madrasan lost their original homeland to their south to the rebels. The regions of Kikatia and Monit were split between Indore and Nasotia, along with needing to pay 15,000 ka, the currency, over the course of 20 years. Guess who's not gonna pay that? I just like how he's... Madrasan now struggling in debt, struggling to keep the economy afloat as other countries get back to colonizing, including Shah Jino, which has taken over a tribe of 2 cities. Due to the lack of a threat, the military alliance between Nasotia and Edere eventually collapses. Alliances are formed. There's now an alliance map. And do I forget to take it off the alliance map? Yes. Whenever an alliance is formed. The Creeper Republic builds a wall that is just for some reason light on here, but it goes up the river and stops right here. Sorry, no, I was just thinking wrong. Well, it looks like a natural cliff, making the colonizers think there's nothing past there. See? There it is. I was just being stupid. The Creeper Republic manages to build the false cliff into the wilds, meeting it at the only noticeable river on the continent. Tensions are rising over lost territory and colonizing. The Edere and Great Mimic Tribe splits the westernmost Mimic Tribe. And also, Maitosan declares their goal to take back Nasotia's territory, and Endere wants some of Nasotia's land, but Maitosan wants Endere's territory. Basically, Maitosan has territorial claims on this territory and this territory. Endere wants this territory. Let's have this territory for now. And Nasotia just wants both of them to shut up. War breaks out. As you can see, first offensives are extremely unfavorable to Nasotia. News of war reaches the colonies and they are fighting. A revolution sparks in the north. The revolution is for a multi-species country that will be a buffer state between all of them. Shah Jino declares war on Maitosan, and only Maitosan to help with a revolt, also supplies, and the Creeper Republic is still unknown to all but Shah Jino. As you can see, all of this is where the war is. Basically, it's the First World War in this universe. Ignore that. More revolutions rock the war zone, and even the greatest generals can't choose normal tactics when guerrilla warfare is involved. The Creeper Empire generals are ignoring Nasotia's idea to stop antagonizing the rebels and instead try to work with them. Also, Endere lands and captures their old capital of Edere. The rebels are all nearly connected, and Nasotia realizes the rebels are only staying in their regions that they claim. Also, the colonies are finally fighting. Ignore that. My brain just forgot that something. My brain was being stupid, okay? The Creeper Empire takes their generals to focus on the fronts that have stalled. And Nasotia is starting to try and negotiate with the rebels. Let's look at that. The rebels are surprisingly cooperative, and turns out there's more than one rebel group, there's 4. And they are unified in wanting to be buffer states and knowing that if they're divided, they will fall. Just gonna start showing the different rebel groups. The Escapian Republic requests peace with the Creeper Empire and Nasotia, and the rebel groups are close to making a deal of peace with Nasotia. The Escapian Republic manages to declare peace with Nasotia, and the Creeper Empire, and the rebels agree with Nasotia to fight Endere outside of the regions they claim. Also, the only reason why they're still blue is because they're at war with Edre Kingdom. A civil war breaks out in the Mimic Kingdom by the peasants, who are just fed up with them. Also, It's a light blue color.
It's raining.
The rebels of the Mimic Kingdom ally with the Creeper Empire and Nasotia. Still a light blue color. Peace breaks out between most of the countries except for the rebels and Mimic Kingdom. As you can see, instead of being entirely harsh, they just expand the border a tiny bit. Over here. Harsh. All of the occupied territory of the Mimic Kingdom is given to the rebels. Endere takes back their old capital and some of the northern territories. They just don't want anything, basically. However, they do lose territory to a Creeper Empire. The new countries are Kinit, Jacoya, Rivabia, and Estino. Yes, very original names. August, September, October, November, December. The border of war is frozen and they have a peace deal. Peace. The previous decades having taken the toll of the 2 million intelligent life forms, like total, before the conflicts, here is the amount that died. Mimic Kingdom estimate, 19,000. Mimic Republic estimate, aka the rebels, 33,000. Endere estimate, 22,000. Ender Monarchy, not sure why I put that, it's supposed to be Edre Kingdom. Estimate, 7,000. Escapian Republic estimate, 9,000. Shagino estimate, 5,000. Nasotia estimate, 29,000. Mysosin estimate, 81,000. Kinit estimate, 12,000. Jacoya estimate, 6,000. Vivabi estimate, 4,000. Estino estimate, 8,000. Creeper Empire estimate, 72,000. Human estimate, aka that's now we're getting to the species amount, 40,000. Mimic estimate, 147,000. Enderan estimate, 48,000. Kriish estimate, 72,000. Total estimate is going to be shown on the next slide. 307,000. 15.35% of the entire world's population dead. Most places devastated. The tiny tribe of Geonosia, this one, is now under the protection of the Escapian Republic, because they were one of the least harmed by the war, leading to the colonizing nations deciding to leave it alone. Which I know is totally unrealistic, but what is the chance of this ever actually happening? 2 CE, 3 CE, 4 CE, 5 CE, 6 CE. The Creeper Republic quickly puts up false cliffs at the river's edge. Done for now. We'll show flags in the next episode, and we'll continue this series in the episode after. Bye-bye!